What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy. Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see by the title of this video, we're talking football, we're talking stuff. Leave a comment down below. I got a Discord link if you guys want to talk ball. Pretty soon I'm gonna bring you guys up here so we can debate and talk ball. If you have some comments and stuff like that, look, we got a lot of stuff. All right, so today what we're gonna talk about is AFC talk. More specifically, the New England Patriots. Look, if you are a football fan, on the back of your head, you're like, oh my god, are the Patriots actually good? Nah, they can't be good. They were the shitter bottom of the league coming in just last year and the year before that and the year before that. Pretty much since Brady left. Unfortunately, guys, they're back. Yes, the Empire strikes back. This is what's going on here in the NFL right now. We have some current events. Before you're like, Amir, what the hell are you talking about? Let me read you some stats. The Patriots, they are first in the league in rushing. I'm going to tell you why that's important later. 8th in total defense. Okay, what does that mean? All right, so they're a top 10 defense in the league, right? Then you go on the offensive side of the ball, they're a top 10 offense as well. How many teams in the league are both in top 10 offense and top 10 defense, if you had to guess? There's 6, only 6 teams in the league. Bills, Chiefs, Rams, Seahawks, Colts, Patriots. Those 6 teams just sound like super houses right now, all right? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you hear those teams, you're like, oh shit, contender. All right? Now you can hit me on the premise with who have they beat? An argument that I hate. Because it's not about who you're playing, it's about how you're playing. That's my biggest thing, my biggest pet peeve. Like, look at the Seahawks. We're going to do a Seahawks video later. But look at the Seahawks. I mean, they are literally dismantling teams right now. Like, the game is over in the first quarter. Like, that's utter domination. I don't care who you're playing. Like, it's like 28-0 in the first quarter. Yeah, like, what? But we're not talking about the Seahawks right now. We're going to talk about the Patriots. So, here is my premise on how to become a contender, okay? To be an NFL legitimate contender, you need to have a top-end head coach. You need to have a top 10 or a top-end quarterback. And then you need to have a legitimate defensive side of the ball that we can look on. So now let's take a deeper dive into it. It's your boy Mayor. Let's get right into it. Okay, so Drake May right now, currently, we're going to talk about the quarterback position, okay? Drake May right now is the talk of the Patriots, rightfully so. He's playing like a top 5 quarterback, no questions asked. And in today's league, the quarterback league, if you have a top 5 quarterback, you have a great chance of contending. That's just non-negotiable. That's just how it works, okay? We all know the big 3, Lamar, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, those guys non-negotiable, you know what I'm saying? Top end QBs, Hall of Famers, just so happens to be like. And right now, Matthew Stafford is the other guy that's playing at an elite level. And the 5th guy usually and the 4th guy usually is Joe Burrow, right? The 5th guy is right now Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold, Drake May's right in there. So he's in that high-end quarterback conversation. So once you have that, like I just said, once you have that, it's looking pretty good for your team. Now let's look at the coaching. Guys, they have a legitimate, if not the favorite for the coach of the year. Mike Vrabel has walked in the building and literally changed the culture. Do you guys see how they're playing defense? They are flying around the football field. The defense side of the ball, Robert's playing the middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? They have Miller Williams in the front. They have Christian Gonzalez in the secondary. This defense there's a reason why they are ranked first in rush defense. And what does that mean? If you can stop the run, especially down the line in the playoff time, you are going to make teams one-dimensional, okay? They've allowed the most rush yards they've allowed is 53 yards. They played against Bijan. They played against some high-end running backs, right? They played against some good running backs. You know what I'm saying? Never allowed more than 53 yards. So this rush defense is legit. And if you can run the ball, they're going to make teams one-dimensional and start passing the ball, okay? What happens when they start passing the ball? Who do they have in the secondary? They have a top 2 corner in Christian Gonzalez, who, if you guys watched the game against Emeka Egbuka last week, this past Sunday, I think he gave up 2 catches to him across the whole game. Everyone else, he was eating on other people, which is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's a situation of this defense is actually playing at a high level, okay? And now you go to the offensive side of the ball. Man, do you see how Drake May is slinging that ball? He's 3rd in the league in passing, 2nd in completion percentage, tied for 3rd in touchdowns, and he only has 5 picks in a year. I hate to say it, but they are a contender. There's nothing in my mind to tell me why they are not a contender. In the AFC, especially this year of the AFC. Against the Colts? Guys, what are the Colts? Who is the Colts? What is their identity? They are a run-first team, all right? They are a run-first team. The Colts are currently The Colts right now, they are 17th, ranked 17th in total defense, right? So they're middle of the pack to middle of the pack defensive team. So they are really like a running team, okay? Jonathan Taylor obviously having an MVP caliber season, going absolutely crazy, which is what a lot of people would say is probably a big threat in the AFC, right? The Patriots have the immediate counter for that. The immediate counter. They have the #1 rush defense, right? So it's going to be hard to get going against them, which is going to mean that Daniel Jones is probably going to have to get going. And honestly, if you're expecting Daniel Jones to win you a game, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's the problem. I want to be able to say my quarterback is going to definitively win me the game, and I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big question mark over there on that end. You have the counter. Let's look at the Broncos. I'm not going to lie to you. The Broncos have a crazy defense, but who do the Patriots have? They have Drake May. They played against both the Falcons and they played against the Falcons and the Browns. Both are top 2 defenses in terms of passing in the league, averaging only 160 yards a game allowed on passing. All right, in passing yards. Drake May has put over 260 yards passing on both of them. So it doesn't matter who's across from him. He's probably, I would not be surprised if in the next couple of years he's going to enter that conversation of the Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, consistent top 5 quarterbacks that you just say off the top of your head. I would not be surprised at all, because the way he's throwing the ball is like, and Josh McDaniels has unlocked him in a way that no one saw coming. And it's just a match made in heaven, and so offensively he's a weapon. So against the Broncos, I would still give the Patriots the edge. Now we're gonna look at the Bills. Already beat the Bills, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, head to toe, top to bottom in the organization, coaching, QB, even right now, you can't tell me that Josh Allen is the better quarterback right now. There's nothing that you can say that. Off the past, okay, but we're talking right now. Who's playing better at the quarterback position? There's nothing you can tell me that Josh Allen is playing better at the quarterback position than Drake May right now. There's nothing you can tell me to say that. Only thing is the name. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go on that premise, cool. But we're talking about right now, Drake May's being a quarterback. They have the better coach. I think Mike Vrabel would outcoach Sean McDermott in a playoff matchup right now if that happened. He constantly gets outcoached in the playoffs by Andy Reid. So they have the better defense side of the ball. Their defense is banged up. You know what I'm saying? They lost Ed Oliver for the year. They have the better defensive unit. I just think top to bottom they have the better team right now, which is not a crazy take to say. So I think it would not be as easy a game for the Bills to beat them in the AFC. And then you have the Chiefs, which the Chiefs is going to be a problem for anybody. So the Chiefs are the Chiefs. If they meet up, it's probably going to be in the AFC Championship game. That would be a game I would like to see. I don't know exactly what would happen, but I might say the Chiefs got that because it's the Chiefs. So, but like if it's you know what I'm saying, that's the Chiefs though. So other than that, who else? The Steelers. Come on, let's be real. The Chargers. Oh, the other one is the Ravens. The Ravens are the other one that, in my opinion, I'm gonna make a different video on this. In my opinion, the Ravens are my dark horse to make the Super Bowl this year from the AFC. I think that there's so little pressure on Lamar and the Ravens right now. They're gonna have their best run. That's my hot take. This is gonna be Lamar Jackson's best run so far in his career, because the pressure for him is like at an all-time minimum. Think about it. Every single year coming into the league, it's been Super Bowl bust, Super Bowl or bust, Super Bowl or bust. You know, we have to play Super Bowl. And I think that right now they're playing with the level of like Lamar's coming off injury now. They start the season slow, that nobody's really looking for them. So once they get to the playoffs, they're gonna slowly creep up on teams, and I think it's gonna be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So I think Lamar Jackson is gonna, if they match up against the Chiefs, I think Lamar Jackson this year might have them. So I would say the Ravens and the Chiefs are probably their biggest threats, and they're not gonna see them until the second or third round in the playoffs, right? And at any given Sunday, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. We don't know what's going to happen. They have a top 10 offensive unit, a top 10 defensive unit. Guys, if you have the Patriots on your schedule, this is not a game where you're like, okay, win. This is actually going to be a tough game. Nobody wants to play them. They won 7 in a row for a reason. They're sitting atop the AFC East. They're sitting atop the AFC East. They're sitting atop the AFC. There's no reason why you can tell me that they are not a top 5 team in the league right now currently. I hate to say it, man. Patriots are legitimate Super Bowl contenders right now. If the season ended today, I would not want to play them. You're welcome, Patriots fans, for this video. All right, that's it for the video. Yo, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.